Hello, hello. It's business partner. B1 plus. Unit 1. Lesson 5. Writing. We are here with a wonderful opportunity to produce English. And this is very nice because we have to speak English, but when we write, we think more. We can see the result because when we speak, we usually don't listen to it after that. Like I'm recording, I can play that and listen to what I said. And then, this is Caramello. He wants to join the lesson, probably. Well, I can listen again, but usually we don't have this opportunity. And it's wonderful when we can see what we are producing. A painter looks hours at the painting. A photographer can look at their pictures. And you, are you listening to what you say? You are going to read what you're going to write, and this will be very positive for you. What's the idea of this lesson? It's an email. Emails, organizing information. Have you ever written an email? Well, how did you write it? It's different from a letter, isn't it? Was it a formal email? Was it an informal one? Look, you see, this is what I have to deal with. I have to deal with Caramello all the time, disturbing my lessons, asking for food, and so on. Not easy, I'll tell you, not easy at all. Well, what do we have here? How to organize an email. Do you have to organize emails? Do you have to write emails? We send messages all the time. Do you send messages in English? Well, we are going to talk about emails in English today. I have these that are basically the steps you have in an email. We have these, but I don't think that we start by concluding an email. We start with what? Greetings? With details, signature, subject line, closing, reasons for writing. Well, I'm not going to give you the right order. I'm going to tell you that during the live lesson, we are going to talk about that. But why don't you pause the video a little and you think what the correct order is? I'd really like to know if you get the right order. Okay, these are basically good things to put in an email, right? And you tell me what the right order is before our lesson starts, right? And we can talk about that together during the lesson. Let's go back to the page of the lesson. By the way, it's page 16. I think it is, yes, page 16 for our lesson. And what are we going to do? Look here. Learners can organize information in a work-related email and write a reply to a work invitation. Well, let's see. Work invitation. Have you seen the word induction day? An induction day is the day when you start your work. Read the email about an induction day. Induction. The process of introducing somebody to a new job, skill, organization, etc. A ceremony at which this takes place. Induction into the local business community. Well, you're going to start working. That's really nice, right? Are you already working? Why don't you write in the comments how you felt when you were finally approved. Tell me. Tell us. Complete it with the phrases in the box and add capital letters where necessary. Then compare in pairs. We have this box with these expressions that are, and I always do that, sorry. With these sentences that we are going to use to complete the email. Look, this is the email. Who wrote the email? Greg. Who did Greg write to? Well, we have it here because it would be here, right? We have after, all the best, dear Jill, feel free to call me if you have any questions. Firstly, just a quick email to let you know. Then, if we think about these words, look, we have dear Jill. Dear Jill is probably here, right? You start with a greeting. So you have greetings. Greeting opening. Is it? Bruh. Dear Jill, that we are organizing? Probably not, right? It could be, dear Jill, just a quick email to let you know that we are organizing an induction day for you on Thursday or Friday next week. You tell me how to complete, but let's read together. Then there's here, Mike Evans, the production supervisor, plans to show you around the factory at 8 a.m. Sorry, it's a mosquito. I hate mosquitoes. At 8 a.m. What expression would you put there? Let me just check. Why don't we go to the app and use it here? Look, we should start with Dear Jill, but obviously you put capital letter because it's the beginning of the sentence and Jill is a name, so you write it with capital letters. Do you remember that we are organizing just a quick email? It isn't easy. And capital letter again, that we are organizing an induction day for you on Thursday. You are going to start, right? So it isn't after. It isn't all the best. All the best is to say goodbye. So it's firstly. Firstly, Mike Evans, the production supervisor, plans to show you around the factory at 8 a.m. Remember that, 8 a.m. After, at 10 a.m. or then at 10 a.m.? I think that it's then, right? At 10 a.m., Anna Hargreave, who is responsible for marketing, would like to introduce you to her team and explain the new projects they are working on. Obviously, please, you have stopped the video, tried to do the exercise, and then you are checking the answers, right? I think you'll find it very interesting. After that, we have it here. That you have lunch with the finance team. After that, right? Oops, I will be able one day to learn how to do it. After that, you have lunch with the finance team. Are they tight-fisted? Because the finance team, although they have money to pay for good lunch, right? In the staff canteen in the afternoon, Davina Porter, who deals with customer service, feels that it's a good idea for you to accompany her on a visit to some of our most important clients. Don't mess up, okay, Joe? Let me know which day is best for you. Remember, Thursday or Friday. So you have to answer, or Jill has to answer, but we are going to write the email answering. Or need any help. All the best or need any help, or feel free to call me if you have any questions or need any help. Where's the capital letter? Strange, right? And feel free to call me, so it isn't the beginning of the sentence. All the best, Greg. Let's check. Yes, you're good, right? Very nice. So this is the email we have completed, but now we are going to look at the email again. We should write the words and phrases from exercise 1, these ones, in the correct place in the table. Do you remember that we had this list here? Well, I didn't tell you the order, but maybe I'm going to give you part of the order here. Look, we have greeting and opening, reason for writing, ordering information, concluding email, and closing. A closing is bye-bye. Concluding is like what you say in preparation for the goodbye, right? Caramelo, nem pensa. Nem pensa. Ele fica querendo derrubar as coisas aqui. So, let's see. We have those sentences. Let's open the exercise and greeting. What is the greeting? After is the greeting, right? All the best. No, it's dear Jill. So, again, please, you have this chart here, and you have the words. Can you do that? You pause the video, you do the exercise, and you complete, and I'll give you the answers now. So if you want to do the exercise, this is the time to pause. And then I put Dear Jill. Oh, it's still there. Reasons for writing. It's just quick email to let you know the schedule for your visit, right? And then ordering information. You start with firstly, secondly, then after that. Do you remember after that? And after that, you conclude the email. You conclude the email by putting yourself, like offering help. Oh, it's not going to stay, or it's going to stay now. And closing, all the best, bye-bye, love you, see you next week, things like this, right? Very nice. This is the answer. Ta-da! Good. But what else do we have to do? Look, we have this functional language here. Can we match the words and phrases with the correct headings from exercise 2A? Do you remember them? We have greeting, opening, reason for writing, ordering information, concluding email, and closing. Nice. Let's do it. Let's do it because it's a very nice exercise. I like it. Just let me change something here and I'll show you the answer. So the idea is for you to do it. Oops. Like, dear Miss Sir or Madam. Why do we use dear Sir or Madam? We use when we don't know the name of the person. It's a greeting, right? What other greetings do we have? Look, good morning, Jacques. Can you do it? You pause and you try to put these in the correct categories. Let me show you the second part, right? Well, by the way, this is also a greeting or an opening. Kind regard, hope, yours. Reasons for writing. Look at this one. I'm writing to inform you that you have to do this exercise. This is reason for writing, right? Very nice. Look, this one is the start of a conversation. The reason why you're writing further to our conversation. I confirm that reason for writing. And like, why not start your email by thanking the person by something that the person did to you? Thank you for your email. I read it and I decided not to answer. I decided to answer. And now I'm answering. Ordering information. Are there other words that we can use to order information? Look at this. Thirdly, there's firstly, then after that, thirdly, finally, and so on. Ordering information. Okay, well, we still have lots of things, but we have concluding email and we have closing. Let's go to closing email. We had at that email, feel free to call me if you have any questions. Then, look, hope to hear from you soon. This is very common. Concluding email. And who's that again? Caramel, showing his best side. Thank you, Caramelo, for your appearance. We love you. Só que não. We love him. Isso. All right, let's go. Hope to hear from you soon. Look at this expression. This is a wonderful one. I look forward to hearing from you. Look, I look forward to. After preposition, we have ing. And this is interesting because this is not the verb to hear from you, but look forward. I'm looking somewhere. And I am excited about the possibility of hearing from you. This is a very polite way that you use to conclude an email. And you can use in informal sentences that, okay? It's very common in English. I think that this one is a bit more formal. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. Right, Caramelo? He's trying to come and sit on my lap here. Okay, Caramel, come. Yes, yes. A cat is happy now. Oh, good morning, Jax. How could I forget that? It's greeting and opening, right? And to finish, you can use, that was finally. You don't say finally goodbye. No, you say finally when you are ordering information. But you say yours, Marco Xink. Closing. Kind regards, Marco Xink. Or you can also say regards, Marco Xink. Or yours sincerely, Marco Xink. All right? So these are wonderful sentences or phrases, for you to know, for you to remember in order to use in emails. Formal ones, informal ones, they are very good, okay? And they are connected to these things. Well, those sentences were here. Maybe I could have shown you. It would be easier than the way I did, sorry. But you have the sentences, you can print the screen and record for you, especially if you write in the correct categories here. Well, let's see some grammar, present simple and continuous. We have it here, not here, but here. present simple and continuous. How do we use them? Let me show you in more depth. We can use the present simple to talk about permanent situations. He supervises the production line. He works in the finance department. Right, obviously they are going to retire someday, but it was this way last week, it is like this week, it will be like this next year. So it's a permanent situation, you use present simple. For general facts, water freezes at 0 degrees at sea level. It's one of the biggest companies in the world. All right? So you have general facts. You use present simple. Present simple for repeated and regular actions. Habits. They work in an office. She deals with customers. Habits, present simple. We can use present continuous to talk about other things. Things happening at the same time as we are speaking or writing. Like, I'm teaching, I'm recording a video, and Caramelo is messing around. Very common. We are waiting for a delivery. He's showing Mr. Jones around the factory. Temporary situations. I'm staying with a friend while I'm in London this week. Look, I don't live in London, but I'm staying this week. He's acting as head of finance while his boss is on maternity leave. You see? So, it's temporary. My sister works from home. My sister is working at the bank agency this week. You see, it's a temporary situation. You use present continuous. But my sister doesn't have to be at the agency now because it's late. It's after the time the bank closes. Future plans or arrangements. We saw that in lesson 1.3. I think it was in lesson 1.3, yes. We are meeting the clients tomorrow morning. The clients know about that, right? She's visiting our offices next week. It's arranged between parts, so we use present continuous. There are some verbs which are rarely used in the continuous. Do you remember that campaign from McDonald's? I'm loving it. Love is usually not used in the continuous form, but they used that. It was such a shock for English teachers. I don't say, I'm believing in you. I believe you or I don't believe you. It's containing water. It doesn't contain water anymore. You see, no, we don't usually use in the continuous tense. Dislike, like, hate, love, we don't use in the continuous tense. I'm hearing you. I can hear you. You don't say, I'm hearing you. It's curious, isn't it? Because you can say, speaking. It's Xink, speaking, but you aren't hearing. Strange. You say, I can hear. No, I understand this one because you know or you don't know. Okay, that in Portuguese we say, tô sabendo, but we don't say this way in English. Like, love, hate, dislike, need. Cara, eu tô precisando de ajuda. You don't say, I'm needing help. I'm in need of assistance. I'm demanding some assistance. Interesting, right? Because you can use demand in the continuous tense, but not need. Own. I own a house. I don't. But you don't say I'm owning a house. Possess. I'm in the possession of a house. It's very strange, right? Smell. I can say I'm smelling. Go and have a shower, Xink. No, I don't need a shower now. But it's. I think that we can say. But they say we can't, right? Okay. Sound. You sound rude. I try to sound polite. You see, you don't say you're sounding. I'm understanding. No, I understand. There are also some common verbs which change their meaning in the present simple and present continuous, like these. I think you're going to find it very interesting. This is my opinion. I'm thinking about the induction day. This is the topic we're talking about, you see? I have a good car. I have it. I own a car. I possess a car. I'm having breakfast. I'm eating. I'm having water. I see your point. I understand. I'm seeing him tomorrow. I'm meeting. I'm visiting. Right? I really like these examples. Try to learn these because they are useful examples. Really. Okay. So let's go back to the book. And we have this extra activity on the use of these structures here, these phrases. Let's take a look. Well, let's choose the correct option for these places here. I'm going to show you, and you're going to try. And then I'm going to tell you which one is the correct one. Okay? So look at this one. Mr. Jones. Me and Mrs. Jones. There was a song about that, right? Dear Mr. Jones. Hello, Mr. Jones. Good morning, Mr. Jones. Which one do you think fits an email? It's not a phone call. You aren't talking to Mr. Jones. You are sending an email. So it's Dear Mr. Jones. Thank you. Thank you about your email. Sounds good in Portuguese, doesn't it? Obrigado sobre seu e-mail, pelo seu e-mail, for your email, of your email. Obrigado do seu e-mail, do seu convite. Maybe. But in English, thank you for your email. Invitation about our meeting. Further to our conversation, after to our conversation yesterday, concerning to our conversation yesterday. Which one? Further to our conversation yesterday. That I plan to visit your offices on Monday. I check that I plan to visit. I confirm that I plan to visit. I inform that I plan to visit. I check is strange. I inform sounds a bit rude, right? I'm informing you that I plan to visit your offices on Monday. I don't think it's very nice. Try to be really polite when you're writing an email, right? So the visit will be on Monday, the 3rd of May, to meet your marketing team. 5. Firstly, I would like to look at the online elements. Lastly, I would like to look at the online elements, or then I would like to look at the online elements. Well, it isn't lastly, right? Because you have lots of things to say. So it could be then, but nothing happened. So you're starting now, so you use firstly online elements of your campaign and discuss ways to improve its effectiveness. After it, I would like to speak to your customer services team. After then, after that, I would like to speak. Why not after it? I don't think it's grammatically wrong, but nobody uses that structure, right? Then, I would like to speak to your customer services team is okay, but after then sounds weird. So after that fits perfectly. But why would you like to speak to them about the feedback they have received? Conclusively, we can talk about, finally, we can talk about, secondly, we can talk about, well, there aren't many other things happening, so it could be secondly, maybe, but I don't think it is because it's finishing. So it's finally, we can talk about how your company can benefit from our expertise and discuss an outline plan for our future cooperation. Please do not hesitate to contact me. Please do not stop to contact me. Please do not prevent to contact me. Which one? I don't know. I'm hesitating to answer. Do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions before the meeting. I look forward to hearing, meet, seeing. It isn't meet because in this structure you have ing form. And then hearing you next week, hearing from you before the meeting. Okay, but hearing you next week is strange. No, I'm excited about seeing you next week. Kind sincerely. Kind regards. Kind best. Well, you can say sincerely Alexis Smith. You can say best wishes Alexis Smith. But if you have kind here, you have kind regards, right? That's it. Pô, nós somos bom pra caramba, hein? All right, these are the answers. And this is very nice to learn to use these structures, these words, these phrases to write emails. This is nice because now we have our email to write. Haha, achou que você ia ficar de boa, né? Nada para fazer? Até parece. Well, we have a list of things on page 126. Let's discuss the best order to put the information in, right? Because the idea is that we have these here. Let me show you. It's page 126 in the book. It's lesson 1.5. Where is it? It's here. Haha. This is the information we're going to work on. Going to a conference, but maybe late Friday. Can go Friday. Sorry. Thanks for email re-induction day. Re-induction day? Why? The person is working again in the company? No. Re here is referring to induction day or about, on the subject of induction day, right? So we are going to answer that email about the induction day. And dentist appointment at 8:30 that day. I'm not free Thursday. Look at some things here. We have here, look, re, that is about. We have here, look at the way we write time in British English. We use a point here, a dot, to talk about time. We have these pieces of information to think about while writing our email, right? Look at page 126 and discuss the best order to put the information. Well, we have this information, and what's number one? I don't like it, you don't like it, but when I write with the mouse, it's a disaster. What information would you write first? Probably, we don't have here, dear Greg. What was the name? Greg, right? But what's the first part of the email? It's this one, right? Thanks for email re-induction day, about the induction day. Come on, let me change this color. I'll use this one. And I'll write number one here. Thanks for email re-induction day. Sorry because I can't go on Thursday, maybe, probably, right? I'm not free on Thursday, look. It's so sad. I'm going to lose the job. No, there was the option of Friday, right? Why you're not free on Thursday? Because you're going to a conference. Okay. But there's some hope. I can still get the job. What's the hope? If you go on Friday, do you remember there was this option of going on Friday? But you have a problem. What problem? It has to be late that day. And why is that? Because you have an appointment at 8:30 that day. Do you remember I asked you to pay attention? Because they said that he should arrive at 8 o'clock. 8 or 8:30? I forgot. Sorry. Look, 8 a.m., right? But if the person, if Jill has an appointment at the dentist at 8:30, it's impossible to do all these things in the morning, because I don't know how long it takes, but it's an appointment at the dentist, and then she will finish at 9, 9:15, and then go to the company. So she's going to be there late on Friday, okay? Basically, this is the information we have. Let's go back. We put in the correct order. And what we have to do? We have to reply to Greg's email in around 80 words. I love writing at Word because I'm writing and I can see the number of words I have written. Thank him and confirm which day you can attend and why you cannot attend on the other day. Obviously, you can use this piece of information, these pieces of information here. And we have this structure, basically. We can also think about this structure. No, please. This structure. And you have to write with your own words, right? Thank him and confirm which day you can attend and why you cannot attend on the other day. No, you can't write, any day is okay for me. No, you can go on one day and you can't on the other day, and you have to give the reason why it is that way, right? Okay, exchange emails with your partner. Well, I'm going to ask you to write the email before the lesson, or if you don't have time, after the lesson, but we are going to talk about what to write at the email, right? But after that, if you are part of a group, you are going to exchange emails and look how many of the words and phrases in exercise 2A and 2B. Look, 2A and 2B, these expressions, you are going to use, or your colleague used, right? Did your partner use? Did your partner use different phrases from you? It's wonderful when someone writes differently, because you can learn more when people don't do the same, right? How successfully have you achieved the lesson outcome? What was the lesson outcome? It was to produce an email, right? Learners can organize information in a work-related email and write a reply to a work invitation. So how successful were you at doing these tasks? Give yourself a score from 0 to 5. 0, you need more practice. Yes, if you take 0, you need a lot of more practice, right? Or 5, if you know that well. Okay, this is it. I hope I can see you soon in the live lesson. And please, write in the comments. Escreve nos comentários como é que você se sentiu quando você conseguiu o seu primeiro emprego ou o seu emprego atual, ok? The induction day, how was it? All right, see you then. Bye-bye.